preservation of the First of the Nation primary in New Hampshire, first off, relies on Secretary of State Bill Gardner. I mean, he's been the state's top election official for more than a quarter of a century. So, and he's the one who protects the date. He's the one who makes sure New Hampshire is first. But every 4 years, we sort of see prominent officials in both political parties sort of step up and help preserve that tradition and help protect New Hampshire's status. And we're seeing it again with this past week's word that John Sununu, the former governor, former White House chief of staff, big circuit for Mitt Romney, is a lock to become chairman of the Rules Committee for the Republican National Committee. That's critical as you go forward at this convention for the Republican National Convention in Tampa next month and write and approve a calendar, a draft calendar and draft rules that are going to operate for the 2016 calendar. Who's running that Rules Committee makes a big difference, as we've seen before, and having a friend from New Hampshire can make all the difference in terms of protecting New Hampshire's status. 4 years ago, we saw a similar function occur. You had John McCain, two-time winner of the New Hampshire presidential primary, essentially get actively involved in writing those rules and making sure those rules were approved to the satisfaction of New Hampshire and other early states such as Iowa and South Carolina. John McCain certainly had help in doing that from former Republican State Chairman Steve Dupree, a close friend and a traveling aide of John McCain throughout the 2008 campaign. On the Democratic side, we've seen the same thing happen. Former party chairman Kathy Sullivan, still a member of the Rules Committee for the Democratic National Committee, has had a lot to do with preserving New Hampshire's status. Democratic Party Chairman Ray Buckley, a prominent leader in the Democratic National Committee now, has as well over the years done a great deal to make sure New Hampshire status is preserved. Prominent friends of both former President Bill Clinton, President Barack Obama, Secretary of State Hillary Clinton have all weighed in at various times, whether you're talking about Jim Demers, Martha Fuller Clark, John Broderick, Terry Shoemaker. Go down the list. They've all contributed in terms of trying to create a rules environment for that primary calendar that preserves New Hampshire's tradition. So it takes